Josh Berry, what happened from your perspective with that wreck?
It looked like the 19 hesitated a little bit on a block on Sam, and Sam kind of had to check and got a little loose, so we were right there, and we all just piled into each other. Just kind of a up and down day for us. I think we got up front several times. We just had trouble staying there for various different reasons, but and I hate to get tore up like that. But on to Dover.
What happened at the big slide and save that you had that was just before that?
Yeah, I pulled down in front of the 21. It seemed like the timing of it was okay. It just seemed like he tried to give me a push, and it just got me a little loose. And luckily, we gathered it up and lived to fight on. We were already back in the top 10, I think, so it was all right.
Are these cars just really unstable, or is it just people are just making aggressive moves?
Man, it was pretty aggressive today from what I saw. It's kind of a weird race. The bottom never really formed up, so it's like just a lot of pushing on the top, stacking a lot, kind of just create those kind of moments like what we saw there with the 19 and the 1. I just hate all three of our cars were tore up in the same wreck, but, it's just part of it.
Big moments, right? And you just don't know what you're gonna anticipate or what to expect. And so it stinks that we got 3 of our 4 Camaros in this crash, but I felt really good about our car and how strong it was all day, and I felt like we had really good speed. So we'll learn from it. We'll move on, and we'll go to next week at Dover, I guess, and go have some fun. It's a great racetrack for us.
The 21 on the radio said that you were pretty dancy in the middle. Was there a groove, inside or outside, that was more beneficial to you with your car?
I guess maybe he felt that way, but I actually felt like we had one of the more stable cars in the field. I didn't really feel like there was one lane that was better or worse than others. I think the bottom lane is really fast when it's just 2 wide. When it's 3 wide, the bottom lane tends to get stalled out a little bit. I made really good moves in the middle there all day, and just had nothing to show for it at the end.
Well, can you kind of describe from your view what happened? I know
It's a hard hit.
Yeah.
That wall did not taste very good. Speedway racing produces that kind of outcomes most of the time, and I don't want to blame anybody because he threw a late block. I want to say it's a stupid move again, but he kind of came up and then tried to give us room, and we were coming with such a head of steam that all our cars were so fast today that we could build runs like that and just go like crazy. Like the 8, he was probably one of the best cars in the middle, and I would just follow him and we'd pick up so many spots, but it's just so hard to really kind of pick apart that and blame someone. But obviously I'm going to say what I want. It's unfortunate. Talladega is one of those types of racetracks, obviously. I'm looking forward to going to Dover next week, where it's just as fast but a lot more fun and mostly a lot safer.
Would you say the racing here is pretty aggressive compared to other super speedway races that you've had, or what's your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I think personally, the aggression level's a lot higher this weekend than in weeks past. There was a lot of times where it was like I was getting shoved so hard. I was like, holy cow, I'm doing my best to hold on to this thing. And Talladega is just so tough to really kind of pick apart accidents and blame someone, because it's Talladega. You're on top of each other. We came with such a head of steam that when you're in the 19 spot, you're going to have to make a move like that to block, and then he kind of backed out of it. It's almost like if he would have committed to it, the 8 would have known to check up, and I just got plowed through because we all were checking up for someone's move like that. It was late because we were in the corner already, which I think is the only reason I could blame him, because it was pretty late on the load, but it's hard to blame someone like that.
This is Harrison Burton, driver of the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.